now we're going to be talking about scalar music. I've decided to come back on, actually playing scalar music this time. Why not? So my first NFT came out literally yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. It's on OpenSea. It's up for auction. I think now it's at 1 ETH. So if you're in that crypto space, definitely check it out. But I want to talk about scalar music in general and where intention with music is heading. And I truly believe, not that I believe, I trust that scalar itself will open the doors for many musicians in the sense of creating more music with intention. That's one, but also adding frequencies beyond the conventional line in the sense of 528 hertz, this, that. I'm talking about implementing holographic energy into your music. And that's literally what our first NFT is doing. Literally what you're hearing is literally, it's called Dimensional Consciousness. It's now on my YouTube channel, so if you want to check that out, go for it. If you're in the Breath Family members group, the download link is now up in the Breath portal. You just go to Breath Healing Sounds, and it's right there. So if you're an artist and you want to implement scalar energy into your field, into your art, you can still do the remote healing and then just send your music. And then I'll literally download it on a flash drive and put it onto the scalar. So this piece of music that you're hearing is literally on the scalar wave right now, all the way down to the music video and the NFT itself. I'm so scared right now. I'm glad to be here. Why are you scared? You got nothing to fear but fear itself, as they say. Hey, blessings, Ross. Yeah, so beyond music, whatever digital art you have and you want to implement scalar energy, definitely look at the testimonials for yourself. People who even wore my my Alchemy Breathwork symbol shirt, they were feeling it because that same symbol is literally on the scalar. So remotely, no matter where you are in the world and you have that symbol and the breath symbol on there, you're going to be feeling it. And just right now, when I first played Dimensional Consciousness, I felt like goosebumps and something within my heart space and my spine. They were correlating with each other. It was an interesting feeling. So any type of artwork you have, any type, as long as you can send it digitally over the screen, it could literally go on the scalar wave. So that is also an option. I'm going to update the description when you go to the scalar page. How can I start such? Just literally go to the website, www.alchemybreath.work/biohacking. It's right there. I'll type it in right here. Yeah, can you guys hear the music or no? Let me know. So I'll give you a background of this music and how embedded it's already, the embodiment it already has with scalar. So every single piece that you're hearing literally came from the scalar sound bath we did about 2 Sundays ago. The next one's coming up is November 21st. So if you're one of those people that want to fly in just for that, because a lot of people did last time, go for it. And definitely get your tickets like now, because I think there's there's a good amount left, but people are DMing me saying like, hey, I'm flying out. So definitely, if you're going to fly out, definitely get it. Music is calming. I've been so tired the last couple days. 11/21 is my birthday. Ooh, that's a powerful way to celebrate your birthday if you're coming down here. If you are coming down here and it is your birthday, DM me, let me know. I'll have something special towards the end of the sound bath. So those who are just joining, I am literally playing some scalar music, probably the first of its kind, honestly, in the background. So at this event, I literally had 4 scalars on the corner of each of the pyramid, and they were playing about, at the time we didn't have it set up. We just had presets. It was only playing about only 12 frequencies at once. But now we have it set up to where it's playing over 50 plus frequencies within that atmosphere. So even when you walk into the gym, even before the whole event started, everyone was feeling it. And to go on top of that, going embedded within this music, we literally took a picture of the space that we were going to be having the scalar event, and then putting that picture onto the scalar wave themselves. Yeah. So all the way down to the intentional aspect before even stepping into the space and having this, I call it a breath commune, if you will. It was already embedded with deep intentions. What happens when you put your music on the scalar sounds amazing. So before I actually put it on the scalar, I didn't really feel as much, to be honest. But then there's also 528 hertz. I already felt something, yes, but I felt more of it literally when I put the flash drive onto the scalar that had the music in there. I felt even more of it. It was so, honestly, after this, literally play it by yourself and have your own experience, whatever it may be. Definitely leave a comment. It's on my YouTube right now, and it's uploaded. So every geometrical, artistic creation that is up there, where the pyramids are, in the sense of perfect geometric resonance, those places produce scalar, all the way down to, there's a specific hall within a certain pyramid that is playing that all the way down to the creases of each corner produces 44.44 hertz. So all the way down to our ancient ancestors knew of scalar energy itself, where they would get certain instruments and play it right next to certain creases of the corners to radiate the whole entire either pyramid or space within that geometrical field. Yeah, my heart center is blasting right now. But we're gonna dive into a little bit of breath work towards the end here. There's an intense movement of energy within my body just being on this live. All right, if we sell artwork services, can we incorporate scalar into our work business? Yeah. I don't know if you've been seeing some of my lives where I talk about this, but there's some of my past clients who are business savvy people. They are sending me their business logos just to amplify their products or just a business in general. And these are really heart-centered people. So I feel really, I would feel bad putting McDonald's on a scalar, like, honestly, just saying. But these are really heart-centered people that understand or overstand the aspect of how energy truly works in terms of the holographic universe that we live in. And we actually implemented holography into the scalar technology that we have right now. So if you are actually on this scalar, literally last night when we updated it with the technology, pay attention to how you feel the next coming days. Pay really close attention. I'm really curious to see the aura experiment that we have, what happens. I need to make a note that literally yesterday is when we shifted to the holographic, and when we go live and talk about it, he'll talk about the machinery that he uses to capture aura and all that stuff in his backstory. He's a really great guy. But literally what we're doing is, on a 30-day period, we're seeing how scalar, remote scalar energy, just using his picture, how it's affecting his aura, because your aura is scalar. Your thoughts, they're scalar. So we're seeing how it fluctuates, and it fluctuates really fast. He's saying he's never seen aura just shift as fast as he does now, which is, it blows my mind, because there's one day where he's like completely orange, and the next day he's like radiating a full spectrum of a rainbow all the way out to purple. It's wild. Are you saying pyramids held onto frequency for centuries? Yes. How hot does it get on that rooftop? Pretty hot. We got Tyler over here in the shade. Pretty hot. There's times where people actually come up to see if I'm like, "Are you okay, sir? You've been out here for almost a whole day," because there's a security camera here. The guy comes up to me. It's so funny. I told him, like, "Hey, there's a way to get to this point where the sun isn't hurting you. It's more food, if anything, for your body." I can't see how I feel after starting my herbs with Tommy and having my pick on the scalar with you. Ooh, honestly, it's a great combo. If you are on a health journey, scalar in general is a great beneficial aspect to your journey. Look at it this way: not everyone wants to do the breath work. Sure, not everyone wants to even listen to the breathwork music. That's perfectly fine. But I do find within the last couple months, those people who had a dissonance to it, a real tough time implementing quote unquote more positive frequencies into their lives, when they're on that scalar, it takes about a good 2 weeks, and then they're like, "Hey, that video you attached to the scalar, I started actually doing the breath work now. Like I actually want to feel more. I want to feel more of my body. I don't feel dizzy anymore. I don't feel nauseous anymore. All these things." And in general, even beyond the scalar, when you go into a path of just focus on being the best version of you and doing what fits your regimen, what amplifies your happiness, it's going to be easier and easier to gravitate towards things, actions that will help you heal a lot faster and be just more happier in general. And you'll just have an urge to I want to eat more food, I want to be more healthier, I want to be around more healthier minded people, quote unquote. I'm going to DM you after. I'd like to join. Yeah, DM me. Thanks for always sharing with us. Gotta watch the rest later. Peace. Yes, my daughter and I goal is eventually be Breatharian, my influence. Okay. What's scalar? So scalar is a type of energy. It's a type of energy source. It's a type of dimensional energy, if you want to go there, but it literally fits under the category of prana, ki, chi, all that aspects of quote unquote energy. And what I've been doing is I've literally been taking people's pictures of themselves, and I literally can put it onto the scalar, and they can feel the frequencies that's being embedded in the scalar here in Miami, wherever they are in the world. And that's right now we have over 50 plus frequencies, plus we have a set of sweeping frequencies to the Earth's resonance. So that has amplified things dramatically. And now we actually implemented holography in there as well. Definitely check out the video that I uploaded on IGTV of how they're using holography to really pinpoint certain areas of the body instead of harming, what chemo is doing and all these other radiations is doing to the body. Instead of harming those healthier cells, with holography, you can actually just pinpoint the particular organ or particular cell that needs healthier generation without harming the other cells. And holography has been helping people do that. So I took it up and I push it to another paradigm where scalar, which is 0 point and it's instantaneous, versus electromagnetic energy. This is the same type of energy that Tesla wanted to light up the whole entire world in terms of free energy. And this is what I mean by free. So instead of electromagnetic energy where you have point A going to point B, scalar is 0 point. There is no point A to point B. It's instantaneous. So what we do as well, we use a biogeometric blueprint and we put everyone's pictures onto that blueprint. That blueprint in itself produces scalar energy. Those particular shapes, there's particular geometry that is harmonized with every single part of your human biogeometric makeup. Every single organ, every single crack, nutty in your spine, it's connected to that. And then we put it underneath the scalar, which magnifies the outreach of that person's aura and that person's energy fingerprint. Look at it that way. That's what I like to say. Energy fingerprint. You're utilizing that person's special, unique geometric makeup, and the signal goes straight to that person instantaneously. There's no lag time. There's no, let me take my time, get it. No, that person's going to feel it. And that is, definitely check out the testimonial. Someone mentioned Joe Dispenza. I've actually been invited when the time comes. He does something where he gets people's pictures and he has everyone send positive healing energy to them. This little thing that they do. It's really like that. But at the same time, we could honestly use our own energy in its own way. So you can literally look at the scalar as a person, but the difference is it's constantly pushing out those healing frequencies to that person at all times, 24/7. With me, whenever you do the scalar, I'm not going to take your photo off of it. It's going to be there for the rest of eternity, all right? Or as long as I'm doing this. There is no subscription, but I am working with certain if you're like a wellness center, if you're a wellness coach in general, and you want to bring more value to your clients, this would be a great value. I'm personally doing that with all my clients. I'm like, why not? All I just need is your picture. Why not? Why not bring more value to your business? That's one. Music or anything you create. Scalar is the next. Forget next. We're here now. I'm doing it. We're here now. Forget about future. We're here now. We're doing this. And the testimonials, they speak for themselves. We're here doing this now. Forget about future. Forget about ancient times when they were doing it. We're here now. We're doing it. I'm tired of certain accounts that talk about, oh, ancient times did this, ancient times did this. What about now? What can we do now? What about now? Now. We're here now. All right. I have felt a great deal of peace and calm lately. Oh yeah, Chrissy's on the scalar. Someone goes, does it help tune your internal higher self guidance? Your breath does that. your breath in itself is scalar. So you'll notice, even if you're on the scalar, you'll notice your breath mechanics are slowly changing. So wouldn't it be beneficial to amplify it with your own willpower? And this is why I put a little mini video course for beginners. Like anytime you do purchase a scalar, there's a video tutorial of different breathing mechanics you can implement in your daily life. Again, this scalar technology is just another amplified tool. All right, just another tool. And we need to also acknowledge the fact that most of us live in a society where we hear cars every day. We hear people that probably don't generate the same frequency as most people do in terms of health, resonance, positivity. Not everyone is on that level every day or tries to be, right? So all those factors are technically frequencies beaming at you 24/7, 365. It's like this plane hovering over. It's a frequency, right? So why not, I'm asking you, why not implement a tool that can beam healthy frequencies at you 24/7, 365? Why not? Why not? Why not? Is it like the crystal beds? Not really. It's close. So definitely check out Lemurian technology and how they use scalar. They did talk about the crystal bed, but they use scalar with the crystal bed. The crystal bed is not the actual scalar. No. The scalar in itself is a biogeometrical imprint, and then you plug in frequencies, and then you can amplify it using holography. That's what we're doing. We're also using fiber optics as well. I didn't think I mentioned that, but fiber optic, which is so funny and very peculiar that we're still trying to figure out. But people within the scalar community, like my friend I met yesterday, for him it doesn't make sense, but for me it makes sense. Think of it as, you know, in the old days where we used to use satellite for TV and internet, right? But now these days we use fiber optic cable. It's faster. It's the quality is better as well. Correct? So what does that tell you? As above, so below. What does the fiber optics do? It helps speed up the waves within the Ethernet or the internet, whatever you want to call it. It helps speed up the internet, right? Those are waves. Those are frequencies in itself. So when you add fiber optics to scalar technology, it does the same thing, but for scalar. But it doesn't actually speed it up. What it's doing, it's adding specific frequencies to help magnify. You don't create scalar energy. You tap into it. That's what these technologies are doing. We're tapping into scalar, the scalar field, and then magnifying it and the outreach it has. How do I get my photo on there? The website is right there. It's a lot different from a med bed, no. With scalar, you don't even have to lay on a bed. You just send a picture and you feel it. You feel the healing, and no amount of bacteria or virus escapes the quantum, and that's where scalar resides. Scalar resides in the quantum. So when you add something also like the holographics into scalar technology, what is it doing right there? It's amplifying the dimensional resonance, and it's amplifying the dimensional outreach. The outreach. It's connecting the scalar, because that's what scalar does. Scalar is literally going through infinite, quote unquote, dimensions through 0 point energy, and what the holographics does when you add it to the scalar, it magnifies the outreach where it's even more instantaneous. So again, if you are on the scalar already, within the next couple days, pay attention to how you feel. Blessings. I have semen retention last 11 days. Been feeling good. That's great. Need to leave Chicago ASAP. Do you have packages for musicians for putting their music on the scalar upon release dates? Creating healing music for the healing community would be amazing. One second. To answer your question, Dion, yes, I do have packages for wellness center coaches. But if you're a musician and you put out music every month, then sure, we can work out something where you can put it out. You can send me as much music as you want, and even before you release it, it'll be on the scalar, and then that amplified of frequency starts to resonate, and then when you put it out there in the world, you should receive some interesting comeback. Yeah, but if you're a musician and you make a lot of music and you want to send an unlimited amount of music per month, we could definitely work out a package. Just DM me. That's what I'm already doing with nurses. We worked out a package where they can send me an unlimited amount of pictures. The same thing I'm doing with wellness centers, and if you're like a coach, a wellness coach in general, it's a great combo. Because why wouldn't you want your client to have a protective, quote-unquote, bubble, if you want to put it like that, of frequencies? You know, when it comes to any type of any type of category of this human interaction that we have, the mental, the spiritual, the energetic aspect of it, it's always going to be a factor. And this is why I truly see scalar energy in itself magnifying whatever you're doing, all the way to NFTs, all the way to certain TV stations out there. Because do you know TV stations today, especially the news, do you know they're already broadcasting scalar through high definition television? Look it up. Look up the patent for high definition television. They are using scalar on you in the opposite effect, in terms of the non-healing aspect of scalar, just like what HAARP is doing. Look up, type in HAARP, HAARP, and scalar energy. Type that in and you'd be surprised. So what they're doing, you know, everyone watches the news, right? So that's a great time to embed certain frequencies within the news. And that's why even before the broadcaster or the anchor would start talking, you feel a certain way, right? You can't, there's an unexplainable aspect of feeling. That's why I rather just read the news rather than watching, hey, this and this happened sometimes. Will it work if I put up my mom's photo if she doesn't know? Of course, yeah. Oh, those are my favorite testimonials, where the person doesn't even know it's on, but you can obviously see what it's doing to them. Someone goes, I want this scalar. I'll be doing a workshop. I might do a workshop before. So after the retreat, I'll release the workshop date. Oh, someone goes, I haven't had a TV in my home for over a decade. I'm sure you definitely feel the difference in your home dramatically. I don't care if you're playing positive stuff on the TV. You, regardless, get a projector if anything. If you get a projector, it's better than a TV. Raven goes, that's why I'm repelled by the news. Hey Amanda, thank you for the badge love. Yeah, the workshop. So here's something to note. I think we're gonna have about 9 scalers available. We're gonna have about 9 scalers available by time I get the workshop going. But we can have 100 plus people in the workshop. Those 100 people will always have access whenever they're ready. And whenever we have a new set of scalers, they'll be the first ones to get it. Actually, I'm not selling the scalers outside in public at all, outside the workshop. So just know that it's not gonna be public like that, because I want to keep the integrity of how you use the scaler, what you use it for, and ways to really make a huge shift no matter where you are with that scaler, in your community, in your neighborhood. It's gonna do wonders. And also, there's also an NFT aspect of the scaler where we're going to be coming out with certain devices that's connected to scaler. I'm going to be collaborating with Illuminati Congo, if you guys know who that is, on it. And yeah, we're really pumped because this will incentivize people, even if they don't know what the whole scaler aspect is. It'll incentivize them to keep it on. So we have that coming out, I think, within the 2-year mark. At least by the end of next year, it'll be out. Yeah, Illuminati Congo, yeah. Let's see here. So another thing you can do with Scaler is I've been really curious about this, but here's something I've never really talked about as much. Anytime you take a picture and you send it to me on Scaler, wherever you took that picture in the background, that specific place has an imprint of energy that's being beamed at it 24/7, 365. Also, if you're a farmer or you live on a farm, go talk to the owners and tell them about Scaler, because you can really increase the growth of your plants and whatever you're farming, whatever farm you have, and it'll amplify the quality of the soil, because you're embedding, today's soil in this aspect of the world we live in is more toxic than yesterday's soil. I'm talking about thousands of years. The soil of thousands of years ago is probably more rich. If anything, it was more rich. It was richer in nutrients. It was richer in just pranic energy in general. It wasn't tainted as much. But as we progress in modern day era, the soil quality gets lower, lower, and lower. Someone goes, Namaste, do you have any introductory posts, IGTVs on Scaler? Yeah, I do. Just go on IGTV, and it's literally volume 1 Scaler info. Greetings from Spain. Ooh, much love. If anybody wants to hop on here live and ask any questions about Scaler, hit the request button. Yeah, I am Sound God. Yeah, hit the live button. Let me see if I can request you. I don't know what's going to happen to the music. Oh, it stopped. Okay. Can you guys still hear me? Because this was connected to the music, playing the music, and I have a microphone in here. What's going on, brother?
Greetings. How are you?
I'm electric, and you?
see you out there in nature. Beautiful view.
Thank you.
Um, so if you don't mind again, I usually pop in these lives. Do you mind just going through exactly what it's used for and what people can, use it to benefit off of personally?
So scalar in itself is used to, you can literally manipulate weather, weather with it. You can manipulate,
Mm.
you can manipulate a lot of things with scalar to the earth actually. And that's what the company HARP, that's what they've been doing for several years. And if you can manipulate earth, technically we are earth, right? So you can also manipulate the body and actually embed positive healing frequencies on it for an extended period of time.
Mm. Biohacking. So it has to do with biohacking.
Biohacking is, you can say that, or biological resonance. I like that. I
Mm.
like that more than biohacking. But I use biohacking because it's a general term that most people understand, overstand. So I like to. I use
Right,
biohacking for that.
right. So how can it be used with the breath work?
So I've actually done that. I literally recorded. I put every single thing I have up in the breath library right now, and some personal videos onto a USB drive, and I literally have it on the scaler. So just the sound of my breath is really on that scaler, and technically it's scalified. So another aspect of what gave me that idea of even doing that is because we found that the sound of my breath already produces high points of theta. I'm really curious when I go back in the labs what's shifted over the long period of time, and see if there's any shifts because of the scalar. So the sound of my breath
Right.
is technically scalified.
Mm. That's because it's sound. So it's like that radio frequency, you could say, can be intercepted like that. It's very interesting. So I did tell you that I do sound healing or sound therapy or frequency healing, whatever you want to call it. So would that work the same way with those tones in trying to amplify them in a sense?
Yeah, for sure. Regardless, sound healing does that because sound healing really goes right deep within the body. So with breath
Right.
work in general, that's why breath and sound go hand in hand. When you do the breath work
Right.
first, that's a great primer for the body, and you're more open. And then you're playing the sound holes, and then it's going deeper into your cells, and you're having a deeper experience with it.
Mm. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I appreciate answering those questions, and you just gave me a little bit of a idea. Thank you.
Much love, brother. Thank you for hopping on. Peace.
Peace and blessings.
All right, Miss Most of this, I'm assuming you described the basics of scalar. Do you have any resources on frequencies for scalar? Not necessarily. Like, my friend embedded presets within some of the tablets, so it's not really. I don't really have like a source that I go to. But a great resource, actually, in general, would be the Book of Rife. That's a good one. Has a bunch of frequencies that is, let's say, for diabetes. There's a bunch of set of frequencies for that. So people think that just because I'm playing one set of frequency, I'm going to help heal diabetes that way. That's not how it works. There's a reason why you have a set of, keyword set. There's a reason why you have a set of frequencies for each particular body or illness or whatever the case may be, you need to create a sweeping effect. That's what we're doing with the scalar that we have. All right, James wants to go live. Hello there, James.
God bless.
Infinite Risings, brother.
Yes. How are you?
I'm electric out here in the sun, and it's a bit windy over here today.
Yes. Yes. I had a quick question for you.
Yeah.
You're speaking of the scalar, and I jumped in partway through too, and I apologize for that because I'm sure you already covered that. Can you achieve these high wave frequencies through just breath work, or do you have to use the scalar that you speak of?
There's different dynamics of it, but yeah, you can definitely get through. In terms of, if you're talking about the brain waves, then yeah, you can easily, at least from what I'm doing, you can easily get to certain brainwave patterns with the breath, of course, yes.
And would it be, I mean, as opposed to, I mean, I do my breath work, and I try to do it throughout the day, and depending on the level of my mood, and that's basically, I've learned over the last little while, that's how I control my emotions, fully extended. So, I mean, can you be in that scalar wave pretty much all day long?
Yes. I've literally had it on for, it's been a good 4 months. Had it on 24/7.
Wow.
It's been a good 4 months.
Unbelievable. Wow. And this is the first I've ever heard of it. So, I mean, this is pretty cool that you're sharing this knowledge with all of us. It's a lot of value and blessings to you for sharing stuff. Really awesome.
Thank you, brother.
Yes. I noticed, I seen that you do have courses that we can tap into as well. And I've seen some one-on-one coaching. I see that you're also doing that as well.
Yep, I'm still doing it. I'm one of the few people that will breathe with you for a whole year.
Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. I have recently relocated out into Las Vegas, and I noticed lately on my phone, and I can look at it right now, and there's a little 5 and a little G that's on there right now.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I didn't have that in Oregon, and I went out and I bought a piece of shungite that it kind of protects the EMF. Do I need something a little more advanced now that I am fully submersed with the 5G completely around me?
Well, you live in Vegas. I don't think it's that cold out there, right?
No.
It's pretty warm.
Yes.
I would say get in the habit of being barefoot more. That's one.
Okay.
The more you are barefoot, actually your electrical, the impulses go up by 70 volts in the body, and that's a natural EMF protector in itself. It's a great way to start. You'll definitely feel the difference within a good week, being more barefoot with your phone, for sure. Just that alone.
I'm doing it right now.
Changed my life.
I'm doing it right now, and you know, in Oregon, I was able to do that more, but being out here now, it's a little more deserty. But I have to overcome that fear and just plant my feet right into the desert. So, okay.
But I would say definitely look into tensor rings, and on my website, if you go into breath healing products or tools, and then hit biohacking, there's a company called No Choice, and they literally make these T-shirts, but they also make phone pouches where you can put your phone in, and they have the EMF reader right there, and it goes away dramatically. Like there's like no EMF. And we're actually collaborating to make these kimonos where you can literally have a wire and it goes into the ground, and it's made of silver.
And that's cool.
You get the electrical impulses onto the kimono.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Beautiful, beautiful. Well, thank you. I appreciate the knowledge, man. Yeah, I when I started to hear you talking about that, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, man, being out in the desert now, it's a little bit of a different game, and especially with the frequencies that they're putting out, such high waves. You got a lot of headwind there.
I do.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you. Thank you for your time, and blessings to you for
Likewise, brother.
sharing the knowledge. Yes, God bless. Let's get together soon.
For sure. Peace and blessings.
Thank you. Bye.
Oh snap! Dr. Z said she's in Canada. I just got a text. How does the breath and/or scalar amplify the body's performance physically? Can you do 2-finger push-ups? I can do some push-ups on nails. How about that? Breath can redirect certain energies in your body. The more you're in tune with your body, and that's what the breath does. It brings a gap between your subconscious and your conscious mind. Because what are you doing subconsciously? You're breathing. What are you doing subconsciously? You're also breathing. So that is the bridge, and that's why I always say the breath resides in all dimensions of reality. So now we're gonna tap into some breath work right now. If you guys share this live, we'll tap in very, very soon. I'm reading some questions here. If anybody else wants to jump on live, we're gonna do some contrasting flex breathing. All right, what's scalar? All right, someone goes, my goal is eventually becoming breatharian. So one of the things, if that truly is your goal and you're not forcing it, keyword, please don't force it. If you're gonna get into this state, you have to realize whatever you are trying to embody beyond breatharianism, whatever it may be. It could be a successful entrepreneur. It could be a better dad. It could be a better husband. Whatever the case may be, in terms of what you're aiming towards of embodying, and what do you need to embody your body, your breath, right? Your breath. The breath is a foundation. Your emotional resonance and your emotional relationships with your actions and how you perceive something. That is a bridge. That's a bridge to guide you towards wherever you want to embody. So that bridge, that foundation really needs to be filled with love, care, integrity, self-empowerment in the aspect of trusting natural law, the natural essence that is, to help keep your foundation intact, and harmonizing with the elements that is to help you embody wherever you're trying to go. And that's so important in the aspect of really cleansing your mental capacity and letting go. The power to let go. Letting go is truly a superpower. It really is. It really is. The most the funniest story I've ever heard about letting go was these two monks, and and they're on a journey, and they're going towards, I don't know where they're going. I forgot the whole story. I forgot most of the story. But the main point of the story was they're on this journey, and there's a woman that needed help carrying some buckets of water or something like that. and she says, "Hey, can you help me? Help lift me up or whatever it is." And they're actually taught not to, don't touch the woman, don't touch another woman, or all that stuff in that aspect. Don't touch a woman. Don't even look at the woman. You're supposed to just go on your way. So instead of that, the monk, the only one of the monks, there's two monks. One of the monks said, "No, I'm going to help this woman. This woman really needs help." Goes over there, helps the woman, help lift her up, and helps bring the bucket of water to where it needs to go. And then they go back on their journey. And as they're walking on their journey, the the monk goes, "I can't believe you helped that woman. Like, what's wrong with you?" And the monk goes, and the other monk goes, "Oh, you're still carrying her in your mind? I left her back there." So again, letting go is a superpower. Hey Tyler, you have a call? You want to do some breath work? Will scalar amplify anxiety or heal? It'll heal it. Well, not heal, but it'll help you heal. Keyword, help you heal. At the end of the day, you heal yourself, or the divine that is, the all that is, God, prana, whatever you want to call it, helps you heal yourself. A coach like us, or tools, we help guide you to that area of healing, quote unquote. We don't heal you. You heal yourself. All right? Do you train in any physical arts, even like Tai Chi? Not necessarily. So Bigu, when I got initiated, it's kind of like Tai Chi a little bit. But I made my own type of style with it. It arrives tomorrow by 6 p.m. Oh, cool. Anyway, I think we're just gonna hop in here. But I'm curious. I might get into Wing Chun. You know Wing Chun? I might get into that. I might get into that a little bit. Maybe next year, sometime next year. Because Jen, she wants to really do it. And we have, the problem is there's a part of Wing Chun that is pretty hard to find, and this one, it's not mainly in the aspect of fighting. It's to get to the point where it's more mental than the physical aspect, and it's pretty hard to find a trainer. I think the main guy, he lives in Texas. That's like, if I really want to learn Wing Chun, I would actually go there than anywhere else, to be honest. Ip Man even literally gave him the torch. He was like, "This is like the only student I've ever seen to come close to what it truly means and the art behind Wing Chun. It's actually more mental than physical. Specifically Wing Chun. It's actually way more mental than physical." So what we're going to be doing today, we're going to be doing some contrast breathing with flex breathing. So you can do this while walking. You can do this while jogging, running. It's a very cool experience. And you can do it anytime in the day. That's the point of Alchemy Breathwork, to implement it in your daily life and have fun with it. So we're going to do simple breaths going in and out. But the main point is, I also want you to be silent on your inhales and be more auditory on your exhales. What I mean by that, just silent on your inhales and where you can actually hear your exhales. So we're going to start with our left hand, and you're going to take a regular inhale, and then with the exhale, you're going to squeeze your left hand. And then you take a regular inhale, and then you take another exhale, and then you squeeze your right hand. And you're literally going back and forth on the exhale one by one. It's a lot different from just using two, and you're going to feel it in your brain if you're really still enough. So there's going to be a point where I say relax. When I say relax, slowly, you can put your hand on your heart and stomach, or just relax, palms facing up, whatever feels comfortable right now. All right. And with every exhale that you do, I want you to squeeze your pelvic floor, or everything you go to the bathroom with, only on the exhales, and let go on the inhales. All right. So As we get our hands up, getting ready, I want you to set an intention with your breath, whatever it may be. With every breath, what are you accepting more of in this moment today, right now? And we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Relax. You can put your hand on your heart, hand on your stomach. Be still. Breathe where you can't hear the breath now. Only with the nose. Let that inhale come in naturally and slow down your exhales deeper and deeper and deeper. Start to swallow your saliva. Next round, hands in the air. And we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Relax. Slowly bring the left to the heart, the right hand to the stomach. Breathe where you can't hear the breath at all, only with the nose. Deeper and deeper exhales. Let that inhale come in naturally. Slow down your exhales, deeper and deeper and deeper. Thank you all for sharing the breath, and remember why you are breathing. I saw someone wanted to hop on here live, but I only have 28 seconds left. They limited me. Yeah, apparently you can still go over the 1 hour, but for me, oh, you can't save it? No, you can save it. Nah. This is it, guys. I won't be going live for a while, actually. So, much love, peace and blessings.